are going to talk about identity theft. The purpose of this speech is to bring awareness to identity theft and to give you ways that you can help prevent from being a victim. Most of us today know that thieves are out here waiting for a perfect chance to strike and to steal our personal information. But for some of us, the thieves find a way to intrude into our lives and to create a storm that isn't very easy to overcome. Even with the many security technologies that we haven't put into place, thieves are clever enough to be able to get around those security systems. There are endless ways that a thief can and will get your information to turn your life upside down. After doing a lot of research on the situation or on the subject, I found out that there are so many people out here that are very careless with the way they handle their personal information. Today, I will give you information on ways to avoid being a victim of identity theft so that you can make sure this doesn't happen to you. Let's start off by looking at some statistics on identity theft. Identity theft today is a crime that is happening more frequently because we, as citizens, are not careful about taking care and discarding our personal information. According to the Federal Trade Commission, 25.6 million American adults were victims to identity theft for the year of 2011. In 2012, that number increased by 5.26%. Arizona has the highest identity theft complaint rate out of 100,000 victims at 149. California was listed as number 2 on the Fraud Statistics website with 139.1 identity theft victims. South Dakota has the lowest identity theft rate out of 100 victims, which is 33.8. North Dakota then came in second with 35.7. We all take a chance on thieves getting our personal information when we go to buy a house, open a bank account, or open up a credit card account. More times than not, a thief is someone that you know and that is very close to you. Someone that you feel like you're comfortable around and have done business with, but then you find out it's too late once they've taken all your stuff. Let's now look at 3 different ways identity theft can happen to you personally. There are several different forms of identity theft that happens on a daily basis. Here are just a few ways a thief can steal your information. The first one is dumpster diving. This is literally when someone digs through your garbage and they go through the trash to see if there's your address, the name and number, or your social security number. Once they get this information, they're good to go. Another way identity theft can happen is at the ATM. They literally set up a card reader so it looks the same as a normal ATM, but then once you go to swipe your card, the money is not being transmitted to you, it is then taken from your bank account and sent to the criminal's account. The other form of identity theft is online shopping. This is another gateway for a thief to get your personal information. Then when the orders are placed online, or when you're doing anything online, and we sign up for the different sites, information is fragmented through packets and cookies that identity thieves can take access of. Now, we will look at a few options on ways to protect you from being that victim. Here are a few things that you can do to make sure you are protected as best as you can. Most banks and online shopping stores have their own security monitoring software in place, so you can have some sort of security knowing that your information is safe. There are 2 ways to identify a secure website. The first way is a symbol of a padlock that will be located in the web address bar. The second is the beginning of the web address. It starts with HTTP, being followed by that S. The S is meaning that the site is secure. So as long as you see the S at the end of the web address bar or the web URL, then you can go ahead and be sure that that site is secure. For added protection, you may sign up for an identity theft protection service, such as LifeLock. LifeLock will monitor your information and the service, and it will send you notifications on identity threats. They will also use the web to search to see who is selling your information illegally and help you cancel and replace any credit cards if they find anything that's going on. You may want to make sure that you run a credit report at least once every 3 to 6 months, just to make sure that what is listed on your credit report should actually be there. Be sure to shred important information, such as your social security number, your web address, or anything else that you get through the mail, so that a thief doesn't get that and then they can get the ball rolling with stealing all of your information. Identity theft is not going unnoticed. Law enforcement has increased the efforts to crack down on the many different types of identity theft. There are several different ways Identity Theft Protection Monitoring Service. There are several different identity theft protection monitoring services out there. And I recommend that when you have some free time, you take a moment and research a few so you can find the perfect one for your family. I highly encourage you to take extra steps in keeping your identity safe so you do not become the next victim.